original topic that you're talking about was religion, okay? So these people who run the war, they don't wear crosses, man. They don't wear crosses. But they give this idiot, dirty game for Africans to fight each other and kill each other. So that's all. Thank you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's hear from, let me bring in more people to the van. Again, which other person? Collins. Now, the next can speak, please, so that we can round up.
Yeah, Uncle Rudy, good afternoon. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic that you are raising. So, it's really an issue of global concern because the way you are looking at it is only the elites that keep on pushing this propaganda of Nigeria has resources. Any resources that does not benefit you translates to nothing. For a very long time, Nigeria can't even solve the issue of power supply. Yet, people want you to believe that, oh, we have resources. How has the resources benefited the poor masses? People are in IDP camps. They cannot do anything with all the resources. And you are telling them that they have resources. Which resources? If America is coming to take all the resources, they should come and take it.
Simple.
They should come and, provided that they can manage the country well. Because people are really suffering. Is when you are not there, you believe that nothing is happening. How can people be suffering, running around the streets, no jobs, nothing? And the worst part is that these people are unalive for no reason. Imagine just waking up, you go to church and you cannot return again. Or sleeping at night, you just wake up and hear that your family members have been wiped out because of the place that they live. So it is so painful. And then when we talk about this thing, people will just push the propaganda that America is coming out to take. Which resources do we have? And I ask again, what is the one common resources that is beneficial to the poor common masses of Nigeria? No single resources is beneficial to them. But each time we want to make it a clash of resources. So in every state in Nigeria has good natural resources, even human resources. How are we using it? The human resources that we have, the natural resources that we have. Even the professors that we team together to be the ones to rig elections. And they are the ones even talking about resources. Ask them, which one have they discovered in their own community? And how has the one that is in their own community helped them? And when we talk about this, they say, oh, it's just because America is coming to loot resources. Which resources? So it's not making any sense. The AU is not even helping matter because that one is just a bunch of United Fools. Do you understand? They are not helping any matter. In all of these things going on globally, you won't hear them talk about anything. But when there is a civil coup that is happening anywhere, then you start seeing flyers, you start seeing them writing letters and all of those threatening and a lot of things going on. So it's not working. It is when Nigeria has not happened to you particularly, you won't feel it. You just think it's about theory. But when it happens to you, there are people who don't have families anymore. There are people who don't have villages. Go and tell those people about resources. They have left their village. They are in the town. They are in IDP camp. And you want to go and tell them it is resources. Resources that they don't have control of. Resources that they cannot live peacefully in their own place. So if America coming to Nigeria is what will bring peace, let it bring peace. If it cannot bring peace, everybody will see that it doesn't bring, because what we are even enjoying now in Nigeria is no peace. There is no democracy. There is no peace as much as I am concerned. The people who are living in the towns, they cannot travel. So where is the peace that you cannot travel? Because you are always afraid of being unaligned. There is no peace. There is nothing that you are enjoying as a common Nigerian. Everything that you enjoy, you give it to yourself. You build a house, you buy bomb water for yourself. You do everything. You buy solar energy. You put it for yourself. So what is the government giving you from the resources that they are propaganding? That Nigeria has resources, it has gold. Have you seen gold before? Have you seen diamond before? What have you seen that the Nigeria has? Even the petrol, they want to tax you on the fuel. So what is the resource? What is the benefits to the common masses? So if America is coming to take it, let's not be it. We will see it with our eyes and see how it works.
Please, mute your microphone. Mute your microphone. Yeah, please. Okay, let's hear from the next place. Dr. Val.
Yeah.
Who is next?
Good day, everyone. Okay, you're next. Go ahead.
Dr. Val, please speak.
All right. Good day. Looking at the scenario here, I must tell you this: designating Nigeria of that country of interest is particularly long overdue. We that had opportunity of growing up in the northern Nigeria, between Kaduna, Kano, and a little of Jigawa states. I spent most of my youth in those three axes. I knew very well what we see, what we went through in all those dark periods, including up to this moment in time. All the biggest crises that ever happened in Kaduna State, as you know on record, I was right there in Kaduna at that time. In fact, as at the time I wanted to write my WAEC.
1 second, please. Those watching on please. Those watching on YouTube, if the telephone goes off, you join us on YouTube or TikTok because the battery is low. I've been charging. Please, if it goes off, join us on TikTok or YouTube. Keep talking, please.
Yeah. By the time I wanted to write my WAEC back then in Kaduna, just to take you back a little history, I nearly lost my life because I went to read for geography. I was supposed to write the next day of the exam, and that exam was actually cancelled. And I left the classroom where I went to read in a quiet library. What I saw was mass murders. I couldn't even step my foot on the floor because of people who were covered, who were already pied on the road at that time. And that was around 8:30, 9 p.m. in that time frame that thing happened. And what I'm saying is this: all this mass killing, mass murdering, have been going on for very, 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 very long time. Very, very long time. And the only thing that is happening right now, because I keep challenging anyone that keeps saying nothing is going on. If you really need to find out if something is actually going on, I can count 10 northern states, 10 pure core northern states in the north that has Christian communities. As I sit here, I can tell you categorically, those Christian communities no longer exist. 10. Are you talking about Katsina? Are you talking about Kano? Are you talking about KB? Are you talking about Adamawa? They were the one that encroached into Plateau State now, and they're trying to... Look, the politicians started these things by equipping all this people because of what? Because of elections, where they could be able to make sure people don't go out to vote. And it became uncontrollable by them. And don't forget that right now, they have gone way far than the way you will be able to control them, except you have an external forces to be able to control this. All the Christian communities in the north are no longer existing. Even when El-Rufai was in Qatar state government, he watched with his open eye, he saw everything that was going on, the genocide that was going on in southern Kaduna till date. 3 years ago, I was opportunity to take my time because I have some couple of friends in the axis. I went to southern Kaduna. It is terrible. The number of burial grounds in southern Kaduna is alarming. The number of burial ground in southern Kaduna is alarming. The number of people that have died alone.
But my brother, please, Dr. Val, these things should be made public. We need to keep broadcasting this thing. You don't keep this evil secret. When things are happening, people need to be speaking up.
I can mention 10 states that there's no longer existence of Christian communities in those states again. 10. I can call the local government, including the villages. They can go and verify. That is the genocide they are talking about. The moment these bandits and these terrorists start coming to state capital, Abuja, Lagos, that is when we will know that we have found something that will consume the whole country itself. How will the American help you out? Using drones, using technology, just like what the other woman said. She's still here, Sarah. They refuse to fix power. If you fix power, 90% of solving terrorist issues and security issues is solved because you're going to use technology, and we don't have it. I'm sorry to say this. If we don't invite foreign powers to assist us to fight this terrorism, so that they can use the latest technology to nail it at the board. When they are moving, you are seeing them on satellite. When they are moving, you are seeing them with the drones. When they are moving, you are getting them on points. When somebody is being captured, you are seeing the person in real time. We cannot be able to solve these problems. If you are talking about natural resources, what natural resources is more than oil? Already, they are already duping us from time memorial. What do? We give them crude oil, they bring up back the fuel, which we buy in dollars. It's even worse than coming to take the petrol itself. Do you know what we'll be refining outside? We give them crude and they come back as fuel. And then you still pay times 4 of what you give them. And we're not ashamed of ourselves talking about natural resources. If we do, I will say it again for the last time. If we don't invite the foreigners, whether US or anybody, to help us with the security challenges in Nigeria, mark my words, it's going to consume everybody to the doorsteps. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's hear from the next. Columbus, I think you are the next, please. Columbus, are you still there? Columbus is not there. So let's call what is call the next, please. Okay, now say something. The man of the man that is live that we are seeing the video now.
Yeah, I think, bro, what is happening? I hear some people are saying that what is happening is about land grabbing in Nigeria. So part of this is also land grabbing that is causing this killing and order. And one thing we have to know is that there is a saying that as a father, as the owner of the house, as a king in your own house, if there is a crisis in your own house, if you are not able to handle it well, a foreigner, a stranger may happen to come in to advise you to chip in to see what he can do. And maybe his coming may not be you may not be happy the way you handle it. And I think that the coming of US now in this issue now in Nigeria, I can put it in that way that maybe the Nigerian authority may not be happy the way other nations, for example, the US in particular, we are corrupted. They may not be happy in their own way they want to handle it. Because, for example, if Nigerians have been complaining that this what the Fulanis are doing is out of is land grab, what has the leadership in place put in place to stop this nonsense?
Good question.
Nigeria happen to be a giant of Africa. They have to set example also to the other countries to see it. You go to a developed world.
Can I come in, please? Can I come in, please? My brother, can I come in? Thank you. You came up with a very good issue. You said if the Fulanis are doing land grabbing in Nigeria, that's your question. What is the Nigerian government doing about it? Now, let me tell you how Nigerian government, how the system functions. When these people, a lot of them, they did not come to power legally. They rig themselves into power. Now, when they get into power, when they grab power, what they do is they put their own tribesmen in positions of authority. That is what they do. The main post, the main political powers, they give it to their people. This is like a mafia setup, so that they hold the power. You can't do anything. The chief of defense staff, what's it called? Chief Justice of the Federation, everything. What's it called? Electoral EFC. What's it called? EFCC. They will make sure that all the important positions in the country is occupied by their tribe. This is how they do it. So they work it like this is how they do it. So continue.
They are using the vulnerable Christians, their lives, to offer to pay for their leadership to be in power. And now, with that reason, now if the US is coming in, now why will people be crying? Why they don't come? Nigeria not supposed to cry. Some will be saying that it is because of resources or whatsoever. It's nothing like about resources. At this particular junction, Nigerians, they are helpless. They need somebody who can help them. It's not about only resources or whatsoever they call it. Because at this particular junction, that resources has no use to the common Nigerian. That resources is the politician, the armed parties in the government who call themselves government officials. They are the ones who use this resource for their own personal gain. Because at this stance now in Nigeria, Average Nigerian cannot even barely feed himself. So what is the use of the resources that they are talking about?
Exactly. Good.
It's quite funny that people maybe, I hear some people crying in the comments saying resources. What is the use of that resources? If
That's the propaganda. That is the propaganda of the rich. That is the propaganda of the rich. That is the propaganda of the elites that are pushing this thing. They want you to believe that Nigeria has resources. So if you have something that you are not enjoying, it's a waste to you, it's a liability. If
It's a liability.
It's a liability. So it's even the cause of our problem. I can tell you for a fact that the resources we are is the cause of our problem. The resources we have. Because it has been giving us with this greed, vain hope, and every time we keep shouting, we have resources, we have this, we have that. And then you see small countries that have nothing are doing better than the country that have all those resources. So how has these resources been useful to us? So let us start from ourselves. So we are talking about, oh, these people are coming to grab land, they are coming to grab our resources. Do you know how many of our intellectual property that are leaving the country on a daily basis because of what? Because of terrorism. The resources in the human mind is even more than the resources on the ground. What we have in the brain is more than the resources in the ground. Check how many intellectuals that leave Nigeria on a daily basis to work abroad. That is the resources in the brain that are living. So people are just leaving their place because the country they are coming from is ungovernable. The country they are coming from is very hostile to them. Most people do not have homes they call their own. Most people do not have communities again. So go to those people and tell them that Nigeria has resources and US is coming because of their resources. Then look at the way they will even reply you. Someone who has no home and you're telling that person that he has resources. Where is it? If these things start creeping into the town, creeping into some known places like Lagos and Abuja, that is when people's eye will open. People who live in the town just think it's a joke because they live in a town. And then when they come to social media, they just see that so many people have been unalived. And then they are just, okay, it's a news thing because it has not touched you. Our people say in Igbo land, when people are carrying another person's corpse that is not known to you, you will think it's firewood because the emotion is not attached to it. It is when it directly happens to you, you have no help, and then you see that what the whole world will just keep flashing before you, and then you understand that the country has failed you. So what exactly are we not really enjoying now? Is it the peace? Is it light? Name one single resources that we are enjoying that we can say it is because of these resources that they are coming for it.
When your house is on fire, as an elder said, as a father of that house, if you are not able to quench your fire, anything can happen. Anybody can come in to advise your children. That is where Nigeria can happen to find themselves now. Because the leadership of Nigeria is unable to handle a common crisis. Something that started like a crisis now is taking lives. We live in the Western world when races, people have cows. The amount of cows that people have there in this Western world is more than what they have in Nigeria. But they are able to be ranches and keep them there.
My brother, thank you for speaking the truth. Thank you so much for saying the truth. I appreciate you.
And in Nigeria, they are looking when the citizens they are crying that no, if you have a ranch, it's time for us to be around. If the killing of Christians or the grabbing of land of community is because of this category issue, please let the people who have been investing in this particular domain let them practice the habit of keeping their one spot.
So let's hear from the next person, please. Thank you so much. Who is the next? Call up. Let's hear from the next, please. Call a rap and then diplomat. I think diplomat. Who is the next?
Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you for giving me the platform to speak.
You're welcome.
I've been saying this thing for many years now. I started getting concerned about the Nigeria issue back in 2020. After one of my friends got attacked on his way back from the north. Unfortunately, all the people that he was with in that bus that night, almost half of them were massacred by Fulani herdsmen. But fortunately for him, he was able to survive. So,
my brother, please put your telephone closer to your mouth so that people can hear you properly. You are making points, please. People are listening to you.
Okay, good. So, I said I started getting interested in Nigerian problem, the issue about Nigeria back in 2020 when a friend of mine survived an attack from Fulani herdsmen. The bus he was with, half of the people in that bus got massacred. He was one of the lucky people that started to actually dig deep into the insecurities in Nigeria, what is causing it, and the root of the cause. Another attack was when I was in Enugu, a very brutal attack in one Nsoka village like that. I don't know if Enugu person is here, that got a lot of people unalived by Fulani herdsmen. And we are saying that insecurity cannot come to the east because, we are strong people, this and that, but we've seen it coming to our doorstep and we cannot do anything about it. So the thing is, I'm going to go directly to the head of the snake, because all these things about insecurity, this insecurity, that terrorism, this terrorism, that, there is a source. It's not just happening randomly. There is a motive that is driving all these insecurities. And if we are not talking about that motive, then all these sort of things we're talking about here is good. And people have raised a very impressive point, but I feel like we are not touching the head. There is an Islamist problem in Nigeria. Islamist problem. If anybody don't know what an Islamist is, an Islamist is someone who believes that Islam must rule, that Islam must prevail over anything, be it your culture, your government, your anything, your religion. That is an Islamist. And where did they get that idea from? They get that idea from their religion. Their religion is a supremacist religion that believes in conquest and absorbing other people's culture, religion, and tradition. The reason why Christians are being cleansed from the north is not because of resources. Don't let anybody fool you. I see people raising propaganda on us, the US government is coming to take our resources, they are in need of rare earth minerals, blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. We only have 13,000 metric tons of rare earth minerals in Nigeria. Brazil, many other countries have over 3 million, tens of millions of rare earth minerals. What is it going to benefit the US to come to Nigeria to want to invade our country and take 13 metric tons of rare earth mineral? Why they could go to Brazil where they can get it in millions and in millions and millions of metric tons? This is the ignorant statement a lot of people are making to gaslight you into believing that this whole thing that is happening is a small screen, a camouflage for the US government to come and invade our country, which is nonsense. The insecurity that is happening around the world, 90% of them is Islamic. And there is no other reason other than group of people who are agitating against the modern world. They are agitating against freedom, against liberty, against people being able to live their life in the way they want to live their life.
Correct.
Because they believe that Sharia... someone interrupted me.
No. Keep talking. You are making sense. Keep talking.
Okay, good. So because they believe this is the core teachings of the religion, they believe that their religion should be the supreme religion. Islam as a religion is not just a religion. Many people don't understand this thing. They think Christianity is the same thing with Islam. No. Islam is a political religion. Anything you can look at, anything you can see in government. For example, we have a democratic government in Nigeria. We have three arms of government. We have our financial system. We have our economical system. We have jurists, people who execute and enact laws, blah, blah, blah. The same way it is in Islam. They have all those systems. So when you are looking at Islam, you are looking at a government system. You are not looking at a religion. You are looking at a government system that wishes to establish itself. It rejects every other ideology. Western ideology, Christianity, your local culture, your custom, they reject everything. it is we must rule, and we have to subdue everybody for our religion to be supreme, for our way of life to be supreme. That's how they think. And this thinking is not exclusive to those people inside the bush carrying gun, carrying knives, and going from villages to villages unaliving people. This mindset exists within your political elite, people who represent you internationally. You see your vice president went to international stage and start talking about another foreign country, a country that is hub of terrorism, a country that left their own country and went into another people's country and massacred millions of people, just for massacring, just for went on a killing spree. Imagine that sort of, what type of culture is that? Ask yourself a question: what type of culture can somebody wake up in the morning and go into another person's land and unalive women, children, anything unalivable? What type of culture, what idea produces people that think like that? That's the question you have to be asking yourself. And this idea exists within your elites. This is why they go to international stage, they talk about Palestine, but they don't talk about Christians that are being ethnically cleansed in their own country. Why? Because it favors them. The more less Christian in the north, the more dominant Islam have in the north, and the more this trend continues until they absorb everybody. That's just the whole thing. If you're not getting the pattern, I'm sorry, but this is the reality. So the head of the snake is the religion in itself. I will advise everybody here to go and pick up this book about this religion. Read it, how the religion started from inception. It has been like this since it was established. It has been a religion of conquest, dominance, subduing people, and intimidating people. Violence. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's hear from diplomats. Okay, please. Okay, Sarah, say something. Please allow my sister Sarah to say something, please.
Yeah, because in 10 minutes' time I will enter my clinic, so I will not be able to talk. You see, when we are looking at the leaders of Nigeria, you can count on your fingers how many leaders in Nigeria were not cooperating with the terrorists in Nigeria. How many of them? How many of them were not cooperating with the terrorists, and how many of them cooperated with the innocent people? How many of them? Every time when you hear about one leader in Nigeria, you go to the past of that leader, they will tell you what he was in 1970, 1960s. What do we expect from them? What do we expect now? That we are here making argument. For me, left for me alone. Don't be deceived by my color, because I love Nigeria and I'm a Nigerian citizen by marriage. For me, I prefer that peace will reign in Nigeria, that every person will wake up in the morning, go to work, come back and see his family alive. So it's better that if Nigerian people cannot take care of Nigeria on their own land, it's better that America will come to help Nigerians. And if they like, let them carry the gold, the diamonds, the oil and everything. But preferable for me that my children will go to school, we go to work, we get married to Nigerians, and we will enjoy and rejoice in Nigeria. But if we will sit down here and we will cry like what is happening in the TikTok, that they say, nothing is happening, we don't want anything to happen, that Islamists, like what my brother said here, Islamists, the motive of the Islamist people is to destroy anything that doesn't belong to them. They want everybody to be like them, Christian to be like them, Jewish to be like them. Nigeria is full up with a lot of tribes, more than 360 tribes in Nigeria, and nobody is hugging nobody. Nobody is hugging nobody. All the eyes they are on Israel, what we are doing. But what Israel is doing, the president, the prime minister of Israel is protecting the Israeli people. But the Nigerian president cannot protect the Nigerian people. Nigerian people that hardly eat in the morning. Hardly eat in the morning. If they were eating good or Nigeria was so good, why majority of the people in this group, they are not living in Nigeria? Is it because the millions are growing here on the trees? And Kerudi will tell all of you, because he knows. In Europe, we are killing ourselves just to have peace of mind. Not because we want to build mansions in Nigeria, but to raise our children. This man here is a grandpa now. He wants his grandchildren to enjoy, maybe his grandchildren to see Nigeria tomorrow. How he will take his grandchildren to Nigeria? 2025, we are heading to 2026. Tomorrow, Uncle Rudy will take his grandchild to Nigeria. Maybe we have diarrhea. They will say the boy has typhoid. And the boy, something, God forbid, bad thing, something will happen to the boy because no light, no water, because of, I don't want to use the word, the bad presidency, bad government, bad people, Nigerian people that are not fighting for the right. They are not fighting for the right. So it's good that America will come and take everything that belongs to Nigerian government, but we give peace to Nigerian people. This is what is in my mind. It's very painful. May God help Nigeria, and may God help everybody in Nigeria, and also the bad government that they have. God bless you, everybody.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Let's hear from Diplomat, please.
Okay.
Sarah, you spoke well.
Giving me the opportunity to come and share some of the little ideas that I have about this issue. First and foremost, I would like to make this point clear. I am a Gambian by nationality, but working for Nigeria government in New York. I work for Nigeria Embassy. You understand? Nigerian matter is my matter. My brothers and sisters, one thing I want to talk about right now is that let us also take things easy. And then also know that if a foreign government, a foreign power wants to help a domestic power, Nigeria is a domestic power here. United States is the foreign power. If you want to help a domestic power eradicate or eliminate a terrorist group in certain countries, you don't just jump up from nowhere and then intend to go and just fight, just like that. At first, you have to work with the government that is on ground to see how serious they are going to take the matter with you. You understand? United States can cooperate with the Nigerian government and start fighting for the terrorist groups that are in Nigeria. We all want peace and stability in Nigeria. The kidnappings, the Boko Haram incident that happens every now and then, we all want it to come to an end. When Nigeria don't have peace, no West African country nearby Nigeria would have. Nigeria is a superpower country, we all know, in Africa. You understand? But the pronunciation that Trump made, people should be also very, very careful about this matter. And that is to say that Trump is using religion to go and fight in Nigeria. And this is a sensitive matter. Nigeria has both Christians and Muslims. We have to be very careful. We have Muslims on the other side, Christians on the other side. If Trump wants to disguise himself or rally behind the umbrella of Christianity to go and fight in Nigeria, the Muslims also in Nigeria will see it in a different way. Even if Trump's intention is clear, he wants to come and fight for Nigeria to get rid of terrorism in Nigeria, Muslims will see it in a different way. And what will end up happening is that Muslims and Christians in Nigeria will be agitated. They will start fighting each other. Things will escalate. The problem.
Let me come in now. Here, please, Diplomat. Already, it has been happening like that. Muslims and Christians are not in agreement in Nigeria. They have been. That is especially the Muslims in North. I don't know when you join us. They have been unaliving Christians in Nigeria for decades. It has been happening. Before the president of America will step in, you know, don't you think they have been monitoring what's been going on for long?
I have seen video, went to a place in certain part of Nigeria, I don't know whether it's Borno State or where more than 100 people or some, like close to 50 people were set on fire. On that day, when I saw that video and pictures, I felt so bad. You understand? So, but even if Trump is there to fight for certain things like that, you understand? Trump should still work with the Nigerian government. You understand? Go after these people. I will tell you this. I know many people will not agree with me. There is no country in this world that goes to fight in another country's land without an interest. There is always I'm a social science student, currently a master's student at Columbia University, Peace and Conflict Resolution Department. Geopolitical reason is always behind this. People don't just jump up and go and help you in your country just like that. There must be a reason. America right now, the Dangote refinery oil is supplying America. This 2025, they start supplying America. The oil that they are supplying America, America already knows how good it is. They get to know the standard first before they accept it. And then they know it is a good one. That's why they started accepting it. You understand? So even if America should go to Nigeria right now to fight for the right of Christians who have been killed, remember, other powers also that you know Muslims believe in may also come to the side of the Muslim side. And this is where the tension, the escalation of the tension will start exacerbating, increasing. And then the fuel of fire will be more added. You understand? So the best thing is, let's Trump talk to the Nigerian government, tell them that this is the plan that I have for your government. I want to help you people get rid of terrorism. I have these modern day technologies that I can give you to fight terrorists in your country.
My brother, please, diplomat, you are getting it wrong. See, these terrorists we are talking about, they have sponsors, and some of the sponsors are in government. So this is inside job. Some of these people who are sponsoring this are in government. So if Trump should, cooperate or work with them, it's not going to work, because these people, listen, if they want to eradicate this terrorist group, they would have done it. But because there are people who are in government who are sponsoring them.
Just on Friday, I was talking to somebody who told me the same thing. That even the Boko Haram people, when the army wants to go and fight them, sometimes their commanders are the one who even give them an information that our people are coming. Go and ambush.
You see it. So we need foreign help to come and push away these people.
Foreign help is not the problem here. I'm not denying that. That foreign help can come, but that foreign help has to also join hands with the government of Nigeria. And then while doing it, they should not disguise themselves behind a religion, because that's going to add fuel of fire. The tension is going to escalate. Once a Christian person heard about Muslim issue, a Christian
diplomat, you don't understand. My brother, did you listen to the other people that I brought in here? Did you listen? There is an agenda, and at that agenda, that agenda is to Islamize Nigeria. Did you know here many people, different people speak up here?
Nigeria cannot be Islamized because Nigeria is not a Sharia country.
There is Sharia law in the northern Nigeria.
Is that the constitution? Is that part and parcel of the constitution of Nigeria?
The Sharia law in northern Nigeria overrides Nigerian constitution. You don't understand it.
How did that override Nigerian constitution?
That is, they don't regard the Nigerian. If you go to those northern states, that is, you abide by their laws.
No, but as far as West Africa is concerned, I haven't heard about any African country that's
okay. Check about Sharia. Check about northern states. After now, check about northern states that practices Sharia law in Nigeria. Check it. It's there.
Sharia law supersede the constitution of
yes. If you go there, they have even Sharia police. They have Sharia police.
For the first time abroad, I'm hearing this. To be honest with you.
Ask people that they have their own police, Sharia police in northern Nigeria.
There is Sharia police in Nigeria. There is Sharia law in Nigeria. In fact, there is even their courts in Nigeria, and that court.
That is a court. There is always, even in America here,
that is it.
Yeah, but even in America here, we have Sharia law practicing here for Muslim marriages and other stuff. You understand? But that does not supersede or override the overall constitution of the country.
There is, we go to, as I'm talking, my diplomats, you don't know. See, if there is Sharia police in those Sharia states, and if you go to northern Nigeria, you cannot rear pig, you cannot sell beer, you cannot sell something like alcohol and things like that. In the same country.
What is your government saying about that?
What are you talking? I told you the people in government are the people. So you don't understand these things, sir.
Diplomat, you are not even current.
You are not even current, sir.
I am already current with the happening. Trump made is what brought about all this discussion. I know
Yeah,
the
that
thing
is
has
it.
been happening.
The thing is,
The
law, the Sharia law in the northern states overrides the law of their states, the constitutional law. That is it. The Sharia law overrides their the Nigerian constitutional law in their states. And someone is saying that the Sharia law doesn't override the constitutional Nigerian constitutional law. It's not true. If you go to the north, you see a lot of things are happening.
You don't understand. Let's hear from Mr. Zassi T. Let's hear from Mr. Sassy T, please. I think Mr. Zil T. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon to everybody.
We are listening to you. Please be loud.
So everyone in the house, can you hear me?
Everybody's hearing you.
I think I'm audible. If I'm not,
You are. Please speak up. Speak.
Okay. I appreciate every one of you, especially on Kurudi, for putting up the platform. This is what we need to push further and get together for more. I want to start by saying the problem majorly that any nation is having does not just come from nowhere. First, religion is the fundamental problem of the world. If you have read Quran, if you've read Bible, I'm a Christian to that core. My mom, my dad born to a Christian family. But you get to a point where you read all of these details and you know that no matter how you try, there's going to beat you. We go off this surface. There's going to be a problem. Because if we are all religiously aligning, you will know that the foundation of the earth has always been set on battling one enemy who is supposed to be your brother. And even at some point, the Quran or the Bible will teach you that some are more superior to others. And in that sense, in the head of a human is the problem already. So I just want to get all of us to that foundation first, regardless of who is American or Nigeria. Then come to the issue of Nigeria currently and America declaring us or designating Nigeria as a primary concern. If we want to educate anybody, I will tell you that when this terrorism started in the north, it is all the problem bowing down to the failure of governance. The first militancy we had in Nigeria was from the Niger Delta. People fighting for a just cause because the government neglected their region for a longer time. And when they came up like trying to peacefully agitate that the government should give attention to the detriment of oil spillage and all of the stuff that were going on in their place, the government never gave them any hearing. They never listened until they came up with arms, and there were very strong militancy from the Niger Delta. And the government happened to listen when the gun started sounding. That is an education to the other innocent and peace-loving part of the country that never considered using the arm. But most times, Nigeria come up and they make comments and they forsake where this started from. But I keep trying to educate them on this. So the other part of the country started learning that the Nigerian government who are so lazy to do nothing always come up when you are a rebel, including our police on the road. Most times when I drive and I obey the traffic laws, I am the one that is being asked for what doesn't even exist in the law because I decide to be gentle to answer to the call of the police. Why the people who really has no documents, who are not even care if they clear up the law enforcement agency in front of them, they go scot-free.
So my brother, excuse me. So many people are in line now, want to talk. So make it brief. Go to hit the point so that people can speak, please.
Yes. I'm trying to lay the foundation so that the truth is what we discuss because I don't want us to be biased.
Okay.
So if we go by saying the U.S., ordinarily I know U.S. coming to Nigeria is not going to be in our favor. But what have we done to ourselves to warrant the U.S. coming? Because if you don't want a stranger to come to your problem, you don't take it out to them. You maintain what is normal in your environment to avoid escalations. Ever since I was born as a Nigerian, there had never been a government. I'm telling you this. Good luck tried. Yaradua tried. But to me, I'm not satisfied. So if the government failed, then who are we blaming? If you have a brother who does not protect the interests of your family, then how do you go out to complain about people outside who are even trying to show a little concern? Because for so many years, the only major place I will blame the United States is we've been crying against this stupid democracy that they gave to us, but nobody cared to checkmate what happens within this democracy. Where election comes and it is selection, where election is done and it is only declaration of the name that the body of the electoral body wants to declare. And the US never give an ear to this. So when you have somebody in power who was not elected massively by the love or the popularity of the person from the citizen, you are going to face all of those things. As of this current today, the killings in Nigeria, or the unaliving in Nigeria, it doesn't give any selection to Christian or Muslim. When it first started, it started by the targeting of Christians. But today, if I must be truthful as a Christian, it doesn't have a religious selection anymore. But this is all a blame to the failed government from PDP down to APC. Because if they have done all what they were supposed to do, today US will have no cause to say, I want to come and take out the Islamic extremists in your country and all of that. Because our government only visits the victims and tell you, God give you the fortitude to bear the loss after you already lost it. So what are we looking for? Are we trying to say we want to stay 100 years burying and laying souls to the floor and say we keep asking for God to give us fortitude to bear the lost? So to me, all the blame, whatever US come to do in Nigeria, they blame the government because they failed us and they keep failing. And our followership is also poor. When you see that this person is not worth being in office because he is from your tribe and you're not speaking against it, it is all the price we pay. We are all in this together because we have chosen this. And every leader or every police or enforcement agency you have there is a reflection of the society we have built. When morality is no more inclined, everybody is into crime to make sure you pop up the money. This is what you get. And that is what the government, now they are crying. All along when people are complaining, why don't they show empathy? Why don't they show empathy now?
So, my brother, let's hear from other. So many people are here to speak. Let's hear from the next place. I appreciate you. The next engineer. I think I've.
In summary, I would say I blame whatever comes on the failed government. We failed for long in governance. So who are we blaming now? We cannot blame the US government. I blame the Nigerian governance because we don't have even government to say the truth. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's hear from engineer. Please, 3 minutes so that I can bring so we can round up.
Good afternoon, everyone.
We are listening to you. Please, you are welcome. We are listening to you, please.
According to my opinion, I believe that Africans should unite. And our problem, it is not 100% religion. Our problems is tribalism. Tribalism in Africa is too much to the extent that the knowledgeable person becomes homeless. And the other person, the brother or the sister, becomes the manager or something else. When even he doesn't know or she doesn't know anything. And that is why the average person in Africa wishes to go abroad, to leave the country. The average person. People are believing that abroad is where the chances are created. Yet also in Africa they can make it. But our leaders are not helping us. They are using tribalisms. They are employing their people. They are two tribes or 3 tribes. They are taking all over the country. They are not helping people. And the downer tribes, they are becoming homeless every day. They are becoming poorer. They are suffering. Every day they are killing each other. One person kills one, and that person kills the whole of people, the whole of the family, because of their tribe is small. Yeah, Uncle Odi, I think you have to talk about tribalisms more than religions, because most of African countries are suffering from tribalism.
Yeah, we are going to speak about it, but maybe when I come out in the evening. But we came out to speak about this now. Maybe we will talk about tribalism, and then I will also have to bring people in to say their mind.
Yes, tribalism is a big problem. You have to talk about it. Religion is not that big problem, because Islam does not allow drinking alcohol in the road, does not allow becoming drunk. It is doing something that is not bad. Christians also the same. Our problem is tribalisms. That is the biggest problem we are suffering from as Africans. In Europe here, you cannot find a white person talking about tribes.
Correct.
They are all united. All Europe are united. All. They see themselves as one.
Correct. You have a point.
Yet for us Africans, we are seeing each other like we are thieves. We are seeing each other like we want to kill each other. Even the brothers are not helping each other in the house. Inside their house, they are not helping each other. Which is making Africans become more poor and more down every day.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. You've said your point. Let's hear from. I appreciate you, engineer. Let's hear from Nandi Uche. That's the next. Please make your comments brief so that we can round up.
Okay, my brother, I really appreciate for opportunity you have given to me. I thank everybody. I'm not gonna say much, but I just want to just make a point. People are so quick to forget. Forget what is happening in Nigeria all this while. Let me start with this. When a father of a house cannot manage his home very well when it is crisis, if he did not take, if he did not take care, the outsiders might be interested. They might come into his house because he has failed as a father to not control the situation. That's the situation of Nigeria now. This thing has been happening all this while, killing, all that, And in Nigeria as the citizens, they couldn't show up this energy they're showing now. Because I can see now, since today, energy is too much everywhere. But we did not even see all this energy all this while. All this killing was going on. There's no energy. Because I believe, had it been that we have this kind of energy, we might solve this problem by ourselves. That is the reality. We wouldn't have allowed the external power to intervene to our sovereignty. But we failed as a country, both the government and the citizens. We keep on chasing cloud, not to face the reality that's faced on our way. I could remember there was a time this guy, the called Very Dark Man, went to Jos or what, and they witnessed the killing that happened at Jos. He came out, and everybody saw it. So what did people do about it? People kept quiet, and all this thing has been going on. There was a time I had a story, a young man that got inside his farm. And someone, I don't know, one tribe like that, enter and trying to kill the young man. And based on the self-defense, the young man later killed the guy, the person of self-defending. End of the day, even the government, they want to jail the guy that even protect himself based on self-defense. All these things has been going on, all this while. No action. The citizens, they never came out and stand and say, enough is enough. Killings in the Benue State, killings in Jos, even of recently at Kwara State, in some part of East. It has been happening that people get quiet. Now, external force want to be involved. Now, people are crying.
So my brother concludes so that I give others chance to say their mind so that we can round up, please.
No, what I'm trying to say says that when you don't protect your home very well, maybe another people will come and protect it for you. That is the reality. That is my submission.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's hear from VIC. Let's hear from VIC. Please, after making your point, you drop so that I can bring others in. Let's round up. VIC, let's hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. Actually, I happened to scroll down and see you people on this great topic or this great discussion. In fact, I'm from Plateau State, Mango to be precise. Anybody that says that there is no genocide in Nigeria is just deceiving himself. Let's just tell ourselves the truth.
Please, if you're not speaking, mute your microphone. If you're not speaking, mute your microphone so that we can hear VIC very well.
Okay. I said anybody that says that there's no genocide in Nigeria, in fact, that person is just deceiving himself. It's just that the government doesn't want the truth to be out. But truth to be told, there is Christian or there is genocide in Nigeria. Recent killings in Plateau State, even just day before yesterday, 3 people were killed. I witnessed this, I saw this thing with my 2 eyes. In fact, just day before yesterday, 3 families were massacred. And it's by this Fulani herdsmen. What am I saying? Coming to
We are listening to you.
In Nigerian insecurity in Nigeria is a welcome idea. In fact, it's a welcome idea, 100%. Whether they come for whatever, whether they say they come for our mineral resources or whatever. In fact, if we can have guaranteed security, that people can go to farm, people can go to school, people can go to market and come back safe, our children, look at, in fact, it's even better. Whatever they bend the information or whatever they take the information to, we don't care. All what we need is security. Let's have security. The government doesn't care about lives at all. They doesn't value life. People were massacred every day. And now that we want to have a second or want to have our savior, and people were saying all kind of a thing. In fact, I'm on an opinion that the UN should intervene. Nigeria should be a matter of concern. In fact, people are saying this because they are not close to they are in their area of work and other places in the city. They are busy enjoying life. But if you come to the villages, right now I'm talking to you, I'm in a village, and I'm telling you, I was an eyewitness of what happened day before yesterday. In fact,
Apple user, please mute your microphone.
It's not something that I can send picture. I could have sent picture to the house. People will see and see what is happening. Just that if the United States want to intervene, it's a work. I'm in full support. I welcome that idea. That is just what I want to say.
I appreciate you. Let's hear from the next Gibril, let's hear from you.
Yes, my brother. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
My contribution about this, my brother, the basic problem in Africa is religion. Religion is a key problem. Don't think Donald Trump is coming to help you. It's no. They want you to believe in religion because they give you religion for you not to be independent. They know if you are not left, you're gonna be right. If you are not Muslim, you will be Christian. And you started fighting one another, bro. Let me give one example. You don't have international trade market value. They don't value your resources according to the world market because you are not independent and you are celebrating independence. So you keep talking that I have oil, I have this. The problem in Nigeria is the same problem in the entire Africa. Now you look, religion, they brainwashed you. You are going to Saudi Arabia. You took dollars to Saudi Arabia. You're going to worship a stone, a rock. If you ask the Muslim man, what's he going to put in hellfire. He said it's rock. He said it's stone. It's the same stone you're going to put. You're going to tell Saudi Arabia and give them dollars to worship a stone, and the same stone will take you to paradise. You see, so they brainwash you. They brainwash you. You don't understand. You don't know yourself because now you be relying on aid. When you give them dollars, they give you aid. They give you religion. Let me say, this is Manchester United versus Manchester City. Same country, same city, same game. It's the same capital, bro. It's money making. Common sense has to prevail from African people. They know if you are not, what they're doing is for themselves. They are not helping the African people. If America want Africa to have lights, the entire Nigeria will have power for over 50 years. They don't want that to happen. Come on, my people. Africa, stand up for yourself. Don't think that America is coming to help you. If the Western nation want Africa to have power, trust me, bro, it's less than 50 years. It's less than 10 years. And even the smallest village in Africa will have power. They're not going to have power because they don't want that to happen. They give you religion. They fear the religion. Let me tell you, those weapons, they are not made in Africa. The one Boko Haram is using, the one the other people are using, they are not made in Africa. Now, politicians in my own country, in Sierra Leone, you know what they're going to tell you? Our country is a donor-driving country. We live in donor. We get donor. Then now, when they told you that, then now you tell, okay, I'm fine. Bring donor for me, I'm fine. Then that has already told you that your natural resources have nothing to do for you. It has nothing, whether you have gold, diamond, bauxite, iron ore, wood, you name them. They have already bust the ball in front of you that you are donor-driving economy. You should not accept that. You should tell them that what? I'm not. I want something. I have minerals and resources. Don't tell me that I have nothing. I have diamond, I have gold, I have bauxite, I have iron ore, I have wood, I have fish, I have a lot. Don't tell me that I should rely on donor, which means you are a thief. Nothing, you're not going to deliver nothing. And when the politicians say that to our people start to celebrate. Yeah, it's donor. They already told you the fact. They give you religion to brainwash you. Religion is a problem. Now, imagine you have 10 children, right? 7 of them were adopted children. The 3 are yours. Then, Donald Trump give you, say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you 3 bread. All the 10 children are hungry. Now, watch. Tribalism is going to come from that end. Those people that are very, very intelligent. Africa, use your brain. You have 10 kids. Out of the 10 kids, the 3 of them are your kids. Donald Trump said, I get 3 bread for you, for your kids. He said, okay, they are all hungry. When they give you that 3 bread, who first you're going to think of is your 3 children. Because the bread is not enough for the 10 kids. You're going to think for your 3 children. And when you think for your 3 children, that's why tribalism is going to evolve. The other people are going to start fighting one another. Because if you give me food, you don't need to give me food, value my own business. I have to, if you give me $50, it's not enough for me, brother. But if you buy my goods, $100, I can be able to look after my family. African people, they are not independent, and they think they are independent. They give you religion to push you back. We are working for religion. Religion is not working for us. So we to understand the problem. This problem will never ever stop. We must eradicate religion out of Africa.
I've been saying it. We need to abolish religion out of Africa. We need to take it out of Africa.
Take it out of Africa entirely, brother. Religion must move out of Africa. Otherwise, the people will never ever be the same. Those people, they are the ones supplying those weapons. They are the same people, bro. Your president is not the one you chosen. No. It's the one they want for you. And the one they give you, it has its market, it's not value. Your oil is not value. They don't value your oil like the way they value oil in Saudi Arabia. No. Maybe you just because you live in Dono. You are not independent. Independent is something you have to work for. You're not going to have energy. If America wants to give you energy, my brother, it's 24 hours. Trust me, they'll give you in the entire Nigeria. Over 20 years, 50 years, you ever see energy? They will never ever consider you, African people. Forget about those rubbish religion. They're using you. You are taking thousands of dollars to Saudi Arabia, and they give you aid. And you are taking their dollars. And you're using stone to go paradise. and the same stone will take you back to hell. What a madness is that? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Hey, you know what they did? They know they cannot tell you that hate somebody. Because if you hate somebody, that is common sense. You know, I say, how would I survive? So they will tell you what you already know. Like, don't steal. Yeah, I know that. Don't tell me what I know. What Islam is telling you, what you already know. That's what they'll tell you. So it makes no sense. For Africa to be independent, they must avoid religion, though they will listen to themselves. And the white man will never allow you to avoid religion, because you have to be one angle. If you don't be left, you will be right. If you don't be Man City, you will be Man United. And at the end of the day, let the game start playing. Kill this or this, kill this. Then they will be listening. Donald Trump is not coming to help Nigeria. Take that out. If the Western people want Africa to be powered, it's less than 2 years, brother. Africa is supporting the world. If they want Africa to have power, it's less than 2 years. Even the smallest village in Africa will have power, will have energy. But look at Africa today. And you are telling me that Donald Trump is going to help you. He's not doing nothing. The basic problem is religion. Division, hate, and they fear it. They fear this religion. All those politicians you see, they are the ones that choose them. It's not you. It's not you. Your ballot worth nothing. Your vote worth nothing, because you are not independent, and you are celebrating independence. You don't have any world market value. You are celebrating independence. They don't value your oil like the way they value Saudi Arabia oil or American oil. No. It's not like that way. No, that's not the way it works. So African people wipe off religion. You do nothing wrong to God. Religion is man-made disaster. It's a disaster. Religion has destroyed the entire. You must abide by religion if you want them to accept, because you will live by aid. If you don't accept religion, you will live on aid.
So you want Africans to be atheists?
Aid is not.
Okay.
You want to take religion out of Africa?
Yeah? So
what you mean is, from your words, you want to make all Africans atheists. You want to take religion out of Africa.
Right. Nature is made by God. Anything that is man-made, he made it for his own benefit. You can see the sword. You cannot worship the sword. See the sword in the Quran, in Saudi Arabia flag. Don't you see the sword? It means something. What did the cross mean? The cross, it means east, west, north, and south. That is the cross. That's the meaning of the cross. Now, if I ask you, what does it mean by to celebrate Christmas tree in Africa? You tell me. What does that mean, celebrating Christmas tree? You know what does it mean? You know what Christmas tree represents?
It is idol worshipping. It's idolatry, all those things I later found out. So guys, I want to round up so that we bring the program to an end.
So my people, if they want Africa to be a better place, forget about religion. If you do something wrong, God is up to God. God is one that made good and wrong. Nothing wrong. If you do something wrong, God will judge you. If you do good, God will judge you. It's not that what you worship. Thank you very much, my brother.
I appreciate you. Now, I'm not bringing any other person in. I want to bring the program to an end. I've spent over 3 hours here. Since morning, I've been here. So I will come back in the evening for us to continue with this program. So I'm bringing everybody. Hello?
Here in Africa, we need religion to use it for our spiritual stuff. You understand?
Well, Engineer Reagan, I want to bring the program to an end. In the evening, you can join us later. For more. The program is not ending now. I want to take a break and come back later tonight. Let me tell you, it is a shame that white people are coming to restore peace in Nigeria. I told you African rulers are corrupt. They are up to no good. I'm the person saying it. It's a shame. People have been dying in Nigeria. Thousands are dying in Nigeria. The government did nothing about it. Thousands dying in Nigeria. Government did nothing. Now you have much to come and speak. Everybody now is coming because Donald Trump said. But I've been saying this thing for years here. It's a shame. People will lose their lives in the hand of terrorists. Nobody was, because you are alive. It did not affect you. When I saw how they are unaliving people in Plateau, Middle East, Southern Kaduna. In fact, if you see how, you ask yourself, does Nigeria have government? You ask yourself, where are the rulers of Nigeria? That people are dying, their citizens are dying like this, and nothing is done about it. They go to a village and wipe out the whole village, and nothing is done. It is always business as usual. Women, children, houses burnt, nothing done. Now, what kind of country is that? What a country. The black man is a disgrace. The black man is a disgrace. Even people that have nothing to do with politics, people that are living their lives, their only sin is that they were born in Nigeria. Their only sin is that they were born in Nigeria. So because you were born in Nigeria, you die. Now look at the saddest part of it. They go to a particular village, maybe in middle belt of Nigeria. They go there, they burn the village, unalive the people there. These criminals, these terrorists will not be caught, will not be punished. People that are killing people, that are unaliving people, the government is having, what is this? What are they calling? They are, what is it? What's the right word for it? Having dialogue. What's somebody made the right decision? Killers. People who destroy human lives. Well, guys, the government negotiates. Thank you so much. The government will go and negotiate with terrorists in northern Nigeria. Not even money back then. The government will go and negotiate. We see videos. How Nigerian government, how the leaders are negotiating with terrorists in Nigeria. Who does that? In abroad, just traffic violation. If you don't pay your fine, you go to prison. You are negotiating with murderers, the black man, because they belong to your tribe or your religion. You are negotiating with terrorists because they belong to your tribe or religion. How do you want the country to move ahead? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You negotiate with terrorists. People are dying. In fact, that country, some people, their greatest regret in this life is coming from Nigeria, because that country has wasted so many lives. Well, guys, let me take a break. I'll be back. We are going to discuss this topic tonight. This topic, this African politics. Donald Trump invading Nigeria is the topic for today. I'll be back. And then when I come back, I'll bring people in to say their mind. So join us in a few hours' time. Africa is a disgrace. Did you hear me? Africa is a disgrace. The black man, nah, you don't have any respect, but nobody respects you. You are a disgrace. They will go, in fact, they will go to a village and kill 300 people, 400 people. The president will not utter a word. The president will not utter a word. Nigerians will not protest. It is business as usual. People will lose their lives and nothing will be done. President will be... Now, what kind of leaders do you have? What kind of leaders do you have? I tell you, Nigerians are cowards. Nigerians are cowards. Even to speak, they are afraid to speak. You are cowards. I'll be coming back later tonight. No human being deserves to die because of religion. No human being deserves to die because of religion. I hate religion. I hate it. I'm off here.